Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of TerraTech. And on tonight's episode, we are going to be starting a brand new Let's Play of this game. Now, for those of you who have been watching my previous season, the thing that happened with that one is it crashed on me, guys. We were playing the unstable update version, and we did have a number of errors on that one. I guess eventually they caught up with me, and they caused the game to critically fail, and it would not let me into it for about a week. I uninstalled, reinstalled many times, and I just could not get back into it. So that is why you have not seen any episodes for about a week and a half now. But finally, they updated it again, and now it seems to be working. However, loading into that previous game is not an option. That is not going to happen. So we are going to be starting all over again, which is good because they have added a number of new blocks, and you know, we got to check out every little tiny little bit that they're adding into this game, because I absolutely cannot wait to see how the new intro and all that stuff is going to play out when you join for the very first time. So without any further ado, guys, we are going to start a new season, and we are going to go with a new game, and we're going to go new campaign, Twitter, there you go, there's the seed, and we are going to hit play. Now, you can connect this to Twitter, or you can keep it off of there. If you connect it to Twitter, your game will have new bots from other players incorporated into yours. GSO Base Deployment Unit B57981J. Oh, we were just struck by the new corporation, the Hawkeye right there. If you freeze frame it, you'll actually be able to see that. I didn't notice my very first time. That was a viewer comment that noticed that one. Oh, there we go. Whoo, baby, that does not look safe, not even remotely. Oh, man. Whew, your cab is a bit banged up, but you made it. This is your cab. Protect it at all cost. Alright, we'll definitely will. Click and drag. So you're going to be using the second mouse button. You can hold down the second one and just kind of scroll to the side. You can go up and you can go down, however you want to use it. Now, if you want to pick up a block, we're going to go through the tutorial, guys. For those of you who are coming to it and you already know where to go, you can skip ahead to one of the later episodes. But for those of you who are just kind of coming to it for the first time, brand new, you want that tutorial, this is the experience for you. So we're going to use the left mouse button to drag it. You can see right there where you can put it. Later on, it's going to open up to where you can put things on the sides. Any place where you see that little white X is where you can attach something. So it's going to be able to be attached in every single spot here. But for now, it's only letting you attach to the back so that you can build a bot that is stable. So we're going to go ahead and put that down. Nice. Now attach all the wheels to the side. Well, we definitely will. Remember with the wheels, guys, these things here are not the strongest in the world. They can only carry so much weight. Every single piece of your block has mass to it. And the more mass you have, the more weight that is being put down on these wheels. And the bigger wheels, stronger wheels you're going to need. But these are the most basic wheels you're going to get. Now, this is your little gun right here. This gun shoots fairly decently, and it will track the enemy a little bit. There are other guns out there that only shoot straight. They don't track the enemy at all. So you need to keep that in mind when you're putting these on your bot in different placements. Remember, though, they can get destroyed. So if you're going to put a gun that's very strong, but at the same time incredibly weak versus hits, you're going to want to make sure that it's protected. Now, this is a drill. The drill's not normally used for attacking a bot. It's more of a weapon or a tool that you can use to get resources, because your weapons will actually destroy resources as they shoot, whereas a drill will not. So it's perfectly safe to use, and you won't have to worry about losing any of the resources. Now, if you've reassembled your basic tech, now tap B to release the build beam. And of course, you can change that to whatever you want. Okay, so use the WASD keys, or you can use the arrow keys as well, depending on what your preference is. Okay, now hold the spacebar to fire your gun. There we go. Hold up, something's coming and it's landing nearby. Stay alert. Now, when you see this little symbol there, make sure you're not too close to it, because if it lands directly on you, it will damage you. Now, you are trying to destroy his cab without destroying too much of his equipment, because anything that survives that explosion right there when he dies, you get to pick up and you get to use on your bot. So I'm going to drag all those pieces over here. Nice job. It looks like Tony left some blocks behind. Try attaching them to your tech. Now, you can attach them while it's sitting right here on the ground, or you can go into the build mode. Build mode makes it a little bit easier for you to kind of see what's underneath and add things all around it. How do you want to build it? That is completely up to you. I would suggest the first thing you do is cover up your cab. You can lose every single piece of your bot except for your cab. If your cab dies, your bot just breaks open into almost like a pinata, and there's there's not much you can do about it. Now, we are going to put this weapon here in the front because it is one of the worst weapons in my opinion. But for those of you who out there who might like it, yeah, you can switch it around. Now, if you're going to put these weapons here on the side, make sure you use the F key to switch the orientation in which way they are facing. And it can go in any orientation you want, forwards, back, left, and right. Definitely make sure that all sides are covered because the enemy will know what side is the most vulnerable and it will go towards that side the most, and usually that's going to be your backside. So my suggestion would be make sure you have a weapon here on the back. For now, we're not going to worry too much about that. Now, the blocks that you see that are flashing means that it is damaged almost critically. It means that a few more hits and it's going to explode. You're going to need to repair those. That's going to be one of our very first quests. You want to follow this one. We want to go get the solar generator. Now, to repair blocks, we're going to leave that guy alone because we're fairly weak right now. I want to get that repair bubble before that happens. But yeah, to repair your blocks, you're going to need energy to do that, and you're also going to need a repair bubble. To create energy in this game, there are a number of methods to do that with. One of the most simple ones is a solar generator. Now, the solar generator does have drawbacks to it. It can only be used during the daytime, so it does have a day and a night cycle in this game, and this guy's coming right for us. All right, let's kill him then if he wants to come over here. Oh, yeah. You're going down, my friend. Now, he actually did not have any lasers on his bot. He merely had the weapons that the cab itself starts with. Now, you may be wondering, why am I picking up the wheels? Well, as I said before, everything has weight to it. And the more wheels you have, the more that is dispersed over that. If you ever look at the wheels and you see little sparks coming out from where the wheel meets the joint, that means it is being over encumbered and it's going to work less and give you less traction because of it. So now we have the solar generator. This is a block that can be both placed on top of your bot, but it doesn't work. Or actually we'll stick on there eventually, but it's not doing that right now because it doesn't want you to do that. You can stick it on your bot, but it won't activate, or you can stick it on the ground and you'll see a little column will stick out of it, and you can actually attach that, and then the solar panels will come out. These solar panels do move. As the sun moves through the sky, it will track the sun and give you energy from it. And if we attach this directly to the energy, you'll see it builds up for a second, and then it creates this bubble. Now you see my blocks are flashing green. That means it is actually repairing those blocks. When it's completely done, they no longer flash. So if you put this on your bot later on when you get batteries, and nothing flashes, that means you had no damage whatsoever. If everything flashes, then you had quite a bit of damage on your bot. Now we are completely and totally healed up. I am going to put this stuff, ooh, no, not on the bottom. I'm going to put this over here in the back. We're going to change the direction right there, and we're going to put this in the middle because I feel it's the most important piece of our bot at the moment, and I do not want it to get destroyed. So in the bottom right hand corner, you can see a radar of sorts. It's a very, very basic radar. It's the one that your bot comes with to start. Later on, you will get more advanced versions of that, and we already got somebody coming. So they are a lot more hostile than they have ever been in the past. This is kind of crazy that they're attacking this much. Boom, there you go. So we're going to get another piece. Now, where do you want to put this next piece? My suggestion, of course, it's just a suggestion, guys, is to put it on the front of your bot. That way now, if you so choose and you have the ability to do so, you can take another weapon, which we have right here, and put on the front. Now you have two weapons shooting off in the front, and you're twice as powerful. Now, what do you do with the wheels? Well, my suggestion again would be to take them and put them wherever you can, because chances are, as you get more and more blocks, you will not have the wheels for it. Sometimes you get a ton of wheels on a bot, sometimes you get none, and so picking up the pieces you think you're going to need down the road is a good strategy. Now, this is a little light. Lights in the game really don't serve too much of a purpose. They're more of a kind of an add-on to give you something to, spice up your bot as far as looks goes. Now, when it becomes nighttime, it gets really dark, but you're still able to see, so you don't have to have those lights. It does make your bot kind of, pop a little bit more, and I would assume the enemies would be able to see it even that much more and go after you, but they don't. It doesn't really work that way. These little rocks and everything, they light up. Those blue trees in the background, they also have a very cool illusion to them, almost like fireflies flying around them at night. It's a really nice ambiance at night for sure. All right, one of the fragments from the blast, destroy that tree to dislodge the battery. Now, when you destroy objects like this, make sure you do not destroy the battery itself. And if you shoot the tree, you will notice that it takes a few hits to do that. Later on, when you have more powerful weapons, it will take less and less for that to happen. Now we have the battery, so we need to attach it to the tech. Before we do that, what we're going to want to do is go ahead and take off our solar reactor. You don't really need to take off the repair bubble, but I'm going to do that anyways because there's a few pieces on my bot that are damaged. And you'll see that the repair bubble has 5 little block lines on the side of it. Those are the amount of energy that it holds. Now, this will transfer that energy to your repair bubble as you're driving. It's absolutely amazing. It's one of the most vital pieces to your bot that you will probably ever get. And again, you want to make sure that is protected. So we're going to go ahead and put this here on the side where at least it's somewhat in the the clear. We're also going to go ahead and move this down here because it's not a piece that we're going to have to remove very often. The battery, however, is going to be something we're going to remove pretty often, as well as that solar reactor. And we're just going to go ahead and throw this stuff here on top for now. And right over here. There we go. Now, these resources that you see here, these will be used in crafting later down the road. They also can be turned into fuel as well if you have a generator that can do that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and leave them because we don't have a tractor pad to put them on, nor do we have any of the resources that we need to actually take advantage of that. So we have one more out here. It's find a radar. As you leave the grassland, that is kind of, think of it as your safe point. There are enemies in there for sure, but they're not nearly as hard as the ones that are out here. They used to have it where each one of the biomes, the salt flats, the desert, and the mountainous region would spawn different types of bots based off of the region. So you'd have Geocore, the giant, large, very tough bots being spawned in the mountainous region. Over here in the desert region, you would have Venture bots, the fast, lightweight, but kind of weak bots. And then in the salt flats, you would have a mix of all different kinds. Hawkeye mainly seems to be favoring that, but I think they've changed that so it's not such a, mix. I think they kind of mixed it up a little bit. And we got Pew James here who's going pew 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 on my little guy. So I want to make sure we take him out. Little James gone, and now we need to go after our thief. Don't worry, that stuff does not disappear, at least not right away, and our little thief is getting away with all our stuff. And you can see right there, I actually got tripped up by all the junk that was there on the ground. We are going to be going after him. Now, remember, you can destroy your own objects, and he did turn around, so now he is using the radar as cover. We don't want to destroy that radar station, so we want to wait until he turns around and then come back and snag him if we can. We need to make sure... Oh, there we go. We took off a wheel. That means he's going to be going a little slower. He's not going to be able to take corners as well as he used to, but he is still going incredibly fast. Oh my god, how far is he going to go? This is nuts. Okay, well, we're going to see if we can get a little closer before we start firing. Not that it really matters, but... he's a little punk, man. He's going really far. Oh, come on, dude. Slow it down. I should have let that other dude take him out. There we go. Dirt Blaster. Let's get away. Let's get away. Oh, he's attacking. And the other dude is stuck. Good. Good, he's stuck. Now, if you come over here and you destroy the rocks, he will get free. If you go around the side, he may find himself free as well, like that. And we're going to miss out on getting him where he was stuck. Dude, seriously, slow it down, man. They need to make this guy easier to catch. He's always been difficult, but he's never been this bad. This is just, yeah, this is a little ridiculous. Oh, yeah, get stuck. Get stuck. Come on. There we go. I'm not getting too close to him. I don't care if I destroy all those blocks. I'm just destroying you. You're gone, my friend. Let's pick this up before it destroys. There we go. So if you see something you like and you want to make sure it doesn't go boom when that guy does, you can always pick it up and drag it outside the blast area. Just be very cautious when doing that because you never know if, it's going to blow up in your hand. And if you throw it next to where you're going to be, then you're going to have that detonation there on top of your bot, and you're going to cause some damage to it. So let's go ahead and put that down. We're going to repair up a lot of these blocks that took some damage. We got a lot of wheels, too, which we don't really need all that much of. Now we're going to go ahead and put this here. There we go. Okay, so... that is healed up. Let's go ahead and put this wheel there. We're going to leave these other wheels here. If we need to come back, we'll snag them. But for now, I don't think we really need it. Now, I'm not going to put this on my bot just like yet. Like I said, I'm going to come back over here and get these. There is another bot over there in the distance. This is where it was, right? All the bot blocks disappeared, didn't they? I think they did. So they dropped us another radar because we were moving and we didn't put it on. So let's go ahead and put this radar on so it doesn't freak out again. Now it's time to fight enemies and build a larger tech. Okay, well, do you need 2 radars? No. Having 2 radars does absolutely nothing for you. Yep, we missed out on those blocks. That sucks. Well, that's alright. We can take this guy on. Maybe, if he doesn't run away. There we go. Put him on. Oh, nice. Healed up just in time. Remember, as I said before, even if it's about to explode, if you pop it on your bot in time, it will heal up and it won't get destroyed. So that is a nice little trick that you can use to save something valuable. But remember, it can explode on your bot when that's happening, and that really sucks. Oh, yeah. Suck it. You're going down, punk. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so we got some more weapons. That makes us a little bit more uber, guys. We are going to we're going to put one more on this side over here because I like to have it nice and even. So I got 3 in the front and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the second row. Now, the downside to doing that is your weapons can only shoot straight. So if you don't put a second row on top of that, you won't be able to fire over those first rows of weapons. Just make sure you don't make the front or the back or any one particular side over encumbered or more heavy than any of the other ones. Now, we are going to take a few of these wheels with us just in case we need them down the road. And we're also going to take a few of these little drills. Now, I don't really like using the drills. There's these things that look like lasers, and they're called stud lasers for the GSO. Those are absolutely fantastic. I would suggest using those if you get a chance, but for now, using the drills will give you a little bit of a buffer zone so that when you do take damage, they have to get through those drills first. If they get destroyed, so be it. It's not like you really needed them anyways, but they do give you that protection. It's almost like having armor on your bot. And we got a couple more weapons here. Now, that guy didn't really have anything other than weapons, but at this moment, weapons is what we need. So let's go ahead and put these on here. Now, these ones in the back, they're the ones I actually prefer. They're the AK... or ZK, I should say, 47 light machine guns. They track the enemy a little bit. These ones right here in the front, these GSO narrow gauge coil lasers, really do not. And you've actually seen that as we were chasing that one guy down. It didn't want to turn with him, whereas these ones in the back will turn a little bit more. Not completely. If you're looking for something that tracks the enemy no matter where he goes, you're looking for the Venture Hailfire rifles, and we'll get into those later on. Right now, we're just in the GSO. Think of the different corporations as mainly different playstyles. Your GSO is more of a neutral playstyle. It has decent sized bots or blocks that have a strength to them that's not overly so, but decent enough that you're not going to take too much damage from it. Just decent all around. Decent is the word of the day when going with GSO. Speed, strength, durability, all of that. When you're thinking about Venture, think of very fast, lightweight, but weak bots in the end because they can't take very many hits without pretty much just getting destroyed. Their face is going to get wrecked if they take too many. When you think about GSO, or Geocore, I should say, those are the incredibly fast, or not fast, they're slow, but strong bots. I have no idea what I'm saying tonight, guys. Sorry. A lot of information to give you guys. And the Hawkeye are the flying militaristic bots that will just, they're crazy. They have a lot of really good stuff, but it's going to be more of advanced kind of building. You're going to need to know, how the weight limits of a lot of blocks work and what you can take up into the air and what you cannot. Now, we still don't have any shields, so right now we're taking hits from everything that they hit us with, but later on, we will get that option to go ahead and block the damage altogether. Now, that will use energy as well, but not too much. Actually, let's take that off and put this wheel here. That's going to do a little bit more. Now, these little back wheels that you see that I have on the last block, that is mainly for turning. It's giving you that extra support you need to get a little bit more maneuverability out of it than you are getting just from the regular wheels alone. Sorry, guys. But yeah, they're definitely all useful in their own right. The one thing you will see though is the wheels are fairly low to the ground. You're just barely off of it, and as you run over some of those resources or other blocks, they get stuck underneath you. As you get bigger wheels with the Venture, as you get bigger wheels with the Geocore, you'll be able to ride over these things. In fact, sometimes, especially with Geocore, you'll get so big these little dudes right here won't even be a thing. Like you can run over those guys completely and have maybe 3 or 4 layers of blocks still underneath you and not even being a thing. Okay, trading stations act as a public. You can buy blocks from within your earnings. Okay, so we're going to be doing that next. Let's see. We need to outfit the back a little bit. So let's do the exact same design back here that we were doing in the front. Now we're going to move that back there. What do we got? Another radar. We don't really need that. We will definitely put some wheels over here. And we're going to put these things here in the back. That's what I was saying before. Make sure you save the stuff you think you're going to need. Now, radar can go... Actually, we're going to charge up our battery real quick. You'll see it does take a few seconds. The more batteries you have, the more time this is going to take. And that's going to become a thing later on when you get wireless chargers, which is a ability. It's a block that you'll attach to your solar reactor that will actually transfer energy wireless to the batteries that are on your block or your bot, which means you no longer have to keep taking off every single one of the batteries. When it's only one, it's not that big of a deal. But when you start getting, 10, 15, 20 batteries on your bot, which is not uncommon. In fact, that's probably on the low end. Then you will actually start seeing what kind of a pain in the butt it is to keep transferring that stuff off of you. Let's go ahead and put this there. How are we going to do this? Do we get any more wheels out of that? No, but we did get another one of these, so let's go ahead and put that there. No back wheels. Okay, well, that's all right. That's all right for now. And no weapons either, unfortunately. Here we go. We're going over to the trading station. Oh, actually, since we're going over to the trading station, might as well take some of this stuff so I can show you how that works. We'll go ahead and attach these in every little spot that we have. Right there. Did that fall off, really? That got knocked off during that fight and then repaired back up after the fact. Here we go. And we have a little light right there, so we'll take that with us as well. Now, do you need to heal this stuff up, repair it up before you sell it? Absolutely not. You do not need to do that even remotely. You don't get a better price if they're repaired. I wish you did. That would actually kind of encourage you to have a ability, like a station over here, that would repair the blocks up and have the energy to do so. But no, there's no thing that requires you to do that. And you're going to have a lot of blocks on you, my friend. There you go. Now he's going to blow up. That is also a common tactic for them to get as close as possible to you before they explode. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid guys, and they will take advantage of every little bit of a trick that they have. So let's go ahead and put these here, and we will go off to the side right here. As I said before, we're kind of copying the same design that we have over there in the front as we do here on the back, just so that it's a little bit more protected. Weapons. Nice. Finally, we get a weapon over here. Remember, F key to change the directions. We're going to put this one here in the back. I guess we're going to go ahead and put these back here as well for now. We're going to sell, I think, most of those. Same with the wheels that we have on us. Reactors. You'll learn the prices as time goes on. You'll figure out which pieces are worth the most, and those are the ones you're going to want to hang on to. Now, later on, you will get an item called an SCU, and that will allow you to actually store things on in your storage unit, in the bot itself, as you go through. So you won't have to actually put them on you. You can just put them in there. It goes into like this black hole substance, and then you can pull it out whenever you want. It's actually fantastic technology that's in the game, but you won't get it anytime soon. So you're going to have to kind of build up to that. In the meantime, pick up the pieces, use them, or sell them, and then buy other pieces in return. And there's somebody over here guarding it. So we found a trading station, a trader troll. Wow, look at this dude. This dude got some stuff on him. Now, I am going to have to shoot through several of his blocks to get to him because he's hiding underneath there. Unfortunately, I had to destroy some stuff. And there he goes. He's blown up. Oh, wow. GSO license upgrade 2, which means all those items you see right there, the 2-block, the wheel, the extender wheel that goes underneath, the light strip, and the extended drill will now be on the ground over here. Those are new blocks that you can buy now that you have upgraded your license. Basically, the corporation is saying, we believe in you. You've done a fantastic job. Here's some goodies to help you along your way. Let's get over here real quick. We will come back over here and pick these weapons and things up. But before we do, I want to sell these blocks that we don't need. So all you need to do is drag the stuff you want onto these little platforms here on the side, and it will automatically take it in there and sell those items, the items we no longer want. Boom, there you go. We're going to go ahead and put that there as well. And then we're going to come back and grab the other ones. Now, you'll see my cash down on the very bottom of the screen. It's 1,609 or 11. It's counting up as I sell more and more stuff. There we go. We got another block way over here. And we got the 2 block as well. Now, these items usually stay here for a great amount of time, but they have made some changes to the game, and that may not be the case anymore. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on it and just see how it goes. Now, we do need to take this off, and we need to take this off because we need to repair some of these items before it gets too late. Let's go ahead and put that there. And where is the repair bubble? Did I not pick it up, or did it not survive? I thought it did, but maybe it didn't. That's going to be an expensive mistake right there. Let's see, can we grab... No, it doesn't seem like we can grab that from in there. Let's go into build mode, and we're going to snag that. Oh, crap. Let's do undo. We don't want to do that just yet. We want to take that weapon off and put that there. And now we can snag that one. Nope, still can't do that. Alright, what if we take this off and put that there? Now we can snag this one. Alright, there we go. So that is off. You got to make sure that all the blocks are touching something or connected in some way. Otherwise, they will pop off like that. We're going to go ahead and put that one down. And now we can take this off and that off because they are connected. Okay, that looks good. Let's put this here. I want to put it in the center of my bot. That way it is, getting the entire thing. And we want to change the direction so we can put a block on top of it. Let's go out of build mode. Put this over here on the side, and you can see now it is powered up. In fact, I'm going to put it right there. Now this block right here, the battery is not actually connected to the one here in the center, because if you look at it, it does not have a little red dot to connect to it. It's actually connected to the block behind it. So if we move that block, it's going to pop off as well. So just keep that in mind, is what is connected to what, so that when you do make changes to it, you don't have to use that undo button all the time, because the undo button doesn't always show up. Okay, we want that there. We want these on the front, and we want some weapons over here. Now, the default for your weapons is facing the forward motion of your cab. So whichever way your cab is facing when you first put it on, you can put multiple cabs on your bot, which is a good technique to do, but you are going to have to remember it only counts the first bot or first cab you put on as far as the direction. The enemy does have to destroy each and every one of your cabs. So if you have 15 cabs on there, they have to destroy all 15 before your cab goes, or before your bot kaplooies all over the place. Wheels. Well, I guess we can put them back here for now. We're going to go sell most of this, I think. Oh, we got some bigger wheels. Nice. All right, the difference between these bigger wheels, you will see as we take this one off, it rises up just a tad bit more. You're going to want to make sure you put those in a place like the front or the back, because that's going to give you the rise you need to get over more or bigger hurdles, like right there. Let's put this up here. Light strip we're not really going to use, but we'll take it with us. Got to put that somewhere. A lot of junk on our bot at the moment. We might have to come back for seconds, see if we can get everything this time around. Doesn't look like it. We're going to have a few things here and one wheel there. Okay, so not too big of a deal. And we got some new blocks out of it. That's nice. All right, let's go turn this in as well as everything else and see what we can buy. Purchase collector, begin harvesting resource. Okay, so they want us to purchase the collector, and I'll show you guys exactly where that's at. But this gives us a little bit of money to work with so that we can do that. Let's go ahead and take off the extra solar or extra radar that we do not need. We're going to sell the light strip as well. We're also going to sell this wheel. This wheel is kind of nice, but it doesn't really have a place on our bot. If you go into build mode, you can put it like underneath. This gives you a boost, so if you're having trouble getting over some hills, this one will give you a little bit better reach on something like that, but we're not going to use that right now. We don't really have the other wheels to take advantage of it. And if you only have one, then yeah, it's not going to work for you. So let's go ahead and sell the extended drill. I don't like this extended drill because to hit objects such as the things you're mining, it needs to be fairly low to the ground. And as you can see, it sticks out. And what normally happens is when it sticks out that much, it will get stuck on the hills as you go up and down. So unless you're on like the salt flats, these really don't work all that well. Oh, what else do we have that we do not want? I think that is everything. You can see the weapons do not need to be planted firmly down. They can be on the sides of your blocks if that's what you so choose. So let's go ahead and put this thing down so it can recharge. Make sure you get very accustomed to doing that. You're going to be doing that all the time. Let's go ahead and click on this. And now you can see the shop. What you're going to do is right click on the control panel, the little computer panel right here. You can also see there's multiple ones here on the side. Every corner has a control panel that you can use. And you can buy any one of these pieces except the ones that are grayed out. Those will either be unknown blocks because you haven't discovered them in the world, you haven't done a quest to release them, or you haven't gotten to the right grade of that corporation. You will see at the very top you have a lot of tabs up here. It looks a little overwhelming, guys, I know, but as you go through the game, it unlocks slowly and you get a feel for it. GSO is a corporation. That is these gray blocks. If you go to the second one, it's Geocore. Those are the giant yellow blocks. We don't have access to any of those just yet, so we can't buy any of them. Venture or the red, white, and blue blocks, actually, and they're very, very fast. Like I said before, we don't have access to those. You can see down here some propellers and things of that sort. They do have the capability of flying, not quite as good as the Hawkeye Corporation, which are normally all black, and they are made for, you can see, even more advanced techniques. And they're also made for, like I said, military all the way. Tanks, treads, tracks, all of that stuff. You got some experimental blocks, things such as the fireworks launcher and some of the GSO power gauges. You got some special blocks, which apparently now you can buy, which used to not be in there. That's fantastic. These are just colored blocks. Think of them as GSO, but with color. And then, of course, you have some little funny ones like the little green hat and Stig's Viking helmet. That's a new one. I hadn't seen that one in there. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let's see. Year 1 mining helmet. That's cool. And the bowler's hat. So we have everything but the cone. Oh, the cone of party. I like it. The birthday one. Oh my god. And then you got the ice cream sundae, named after the YouTuber for Sunday. Let's see, everything else. Yep, those are everything there. Now, if you go back, you can click the little circle here, which is all corporations. My suggestion would be to keep it simple, go with GSO only, and see the things you can use. Now, this is a lot of blocks to look through. This is every single block in the GSO that you can look at. If you look at the side here, you will see more tabs. Again, I know it's complicated, but as you go through it again, you will get fairly accustomed to what is in what category. Control blocks will be your cabs. You get the GSO Cosmonaut Sab cab, which is your main block. You can't lose that. You also get some other ones, like the Anchored AI module and the GSO Gruntle Guard AI module. One is meant to be placed on an item such as this solar panel, which is anchored to the ground. That will then defend it if you put weapons and blocks and all sorts of things on it. And the other one is made to be put on a bot just like yours. In fact, as you create more and more bots in the game, you can leave these behind and give them control of the AI modules, and they will go off and do things on their own. It's a little iffy on that one. Those haven't really always worked as well as they're supposed to, but they have been working on it, and they have been getting much, much better. Then you have standard blocks. These are just your building basic blocks, armor ones, GSO 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 5 blocks, all the way up to the biggest one, like I said before, 5 blocks. And then you have some like half blocks that are more of like armored pieces. You have wheels down here. I wish it would stop saying that stuff over there. But yeah, you have wheels that you can buy, and you can remember these riser wheels are the ones that do pop you up, so you can buy those for 270 if you want to, or you can buy some more of these dirt wheels. At the very beginning, I would suggest holding on to your cash so that you can use that for more important pieces, such as the solar generators and repair bubbles, and you got the shield bubbles as well. Batteries too. Batteries are going to take a lot of your money, but you're going to find a lot of wheels very, very easy in the game, so don't worry about that too much. Weapons as well are usually fairly expensive, but you're going to find a ton of them out there, so don't worry too much about that. Accessory blocks. These, as what they say, they're accessories. You don't really need any of these except for your radar module, and even that All that does is make your radar down here in the bottom right hand corner a little bit bigger. It extends the distance out enough so that you can see within the radius of where you're at. Nothing is going to sneak up on you too much. Here are the batteries right here, 159. So we're going to purchase, I would say, about 5 of those. The more of those you purchase, the less often you have to stop to charge up. And you can see right there, it is sharing the energy from each one of the batteries to all the other batteries. So the energy is not going down, it's just being spread, and the energy will go back up as long as it's daylight. And it's about to be nighttime here, so we're going to lose our power capability here fairly soon. Now, if you have a lot of batteries like this and you have to charge them up fairly often because you're taking a lot of damage from enemies, you might want to go with an extra solar generator, but they are fairly expensive, 2,040 for each one of those. And we can't build the shield bubble just yet or any of the wireless chargers, but this is the tab where you're going to find a lot of that stuff going on. Now, manufacturing blocks. This is where they want you to buy the thimble collector, and we're going to go do that here in a second, but this is where you'll also find all the blocks that you're going to be building your base with. Most of these will be needed to be anchored to the ground, but as time goes on, some of these will actually be able to be used on your bot as you move around so that you can manufacture stuff, you can refine things, and then you can bring them back and either sell them or, like I said, make things out of it. And it's very, very cool, that little aspect of the game. And that is actually being expanded as we speak. So a lot of the patches you will find lately will be geared towards making sure you can do more and more of that. Then you have your flight blocks. These are, as they would sound, things that will make you go in the air. You also have your boosters. These can be used on your bot, even on the ground, to help you get over hills. I would suggest even your smallest bot have at least 1 or 2 boosters on it, because you will get stuck eventually, and boosters will help you out of that situation. We'll definitely cover that in later episodes. And then you have your hover plates, which will give your wheels a little bit of a rest, because it will actually take off some of that weight. Not a lot of it, but some of that weight. And you can even make a bot completely made out of those so that you don't even have to have wheels. It gets fairly difficult to control, but it is possible, and you can do that. And then, of course, you have all blocks right there. So we have everything we need. Let's go ahead and purchase the thimble collector. There we go. Great. Attach the collector to the bot. Now, where do you put this? This thing needs to be fairly close to the ground. Wherever it is at, it is going to need to be able to pick up the resources that you are shooting, that you are knocking to the ground. So it doesn't have a long range, at least not yet. There are better versions of this item out there in the game, and as you unlock those abilities, you'll use those, I think, more than you use this one right here. Plus, it's a very small one, whereas the other ones are a bit larger. So we're going to put this right here in the very back of our bot, fairly close to the ground, but not completely. And then we're going to go off and check out the different areas here. Again, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I do want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these series, hit that like button, subscribe, leave those comments down below. I know this was a lot of information for some of you guys out there, and some of it was information you already knew if you've been watching the series for a long time, but every single time we start a new season, we cover all of the basics and then go into more of the advanced versions, which is we're going to be doing on the next episode. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, guys. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.